Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back with Hearthstone. We have already done all of our quests. I don't know, maybe I need to, if I'm running into these issues of already doing everything, maybe I need to roll back the number of episodes down to like a 444. I'll have to think about that, I probably won't do it. But anyways, we do have something special to do. We are going to be grinding out the Mage to level 60. It should only take 1 or 2 games. And depending on what happens when we get to 60, we'll probably rebuild a deck. Probably going to rebuild the warrior deck, which is our oldest deck. Except for the mage deck, which doesn't really need to be rebuilt. Has been a pretty good recording day. We got everything done pretty easily. We are rolling in cash. I wouldn't say exactly rolling in cash, but we have a lot of it.
Begin.
You asked for it.
We may do another celebratory purchase of a original pack. We're trying to work our way as fast as we can to getting all the original cards in the game in normal form. Not gonna bother with gold form. That's something for like 4, 5, 6 years from now when we just have so much dust. We'll just get 2 of everything in gold and then disenchant everything in original form and then get enough dust to just be sitting on big piles of dust. And it probably wouldn't even be worth it to disenchant a regular form if you have 2 gold forms already. It's probably not worth it. Just to have all that dust sitting around. Be a lot of work for very little reward. Now we're having the mirror entity. This is a subtle reference to Portal, I assume, the blue ring and the red ring. But I'm not sure when you'd best want to play it. Probably mid-game, late game. So you actually copy a good card versus just some simple beast card, particularly in this hunter deck. I mean, I could certainly play it, but I'd rather play this guy. One thing I haven't mentioned is that as part of my arthritis,
I wonder.
my joints pop. If you ever pop your knuckles, you know what that is. They do that constantly. And so I will like crackle my knuckles or mostly my toes. And I'm wondering if that comes off on the recording or not. If you hear this popping, just pop, 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 pop type stuff. Yeah, that's my toes. There was one right there. It's not really going to... The whole cracking your knuckles is bad and it's going to cause arthritis and all that. None of that's been proven. And even as a person who has arthritis, cracking your knuckles really doesn't make it worse. The underlying cause, it's an effect of something that's causing it. So it's like saying, well, I don't know how to make a good example there, but the fact that your knuckles pop is just an after effect. It doesn't really have anything. It's not gonna improve or hurt the situation at all, as far as I know. Now, if you sit there and pull your finger backwards in attempts to pop it, you can certainly tear ligaments and dislocate joints and things like that. So if you are forcing it versus just doing normal hand motions or joint motions that you would do in your regular life and don't cause pain, if something hurts, you should stop doing it immediately and consult a doctor. Type stuff. But particularly as I've gotten older, lots of creaks and croaks of an old body just falling apart prematurely. Alright, let's see. Do this. A little early to be playing those two cards, but that's fine. I am holding out hope that before I die, they have invented full cyborgization. So I can just scoop out my brain and put it in a cyborg body and start from anew. Be able to do things I was never able to do. One thing is, I just never was physically able to do like climb ropes or do chin-ups, and it would be amazingly something satisfactory to have a body that was strong enough and light enough, mostly just light enough, that I could do that. Imagine, I'm sure there's a good percentage of people who have never done like cartwheels or stood on their head or jumped real far or run very fast. All those things. Imagine you get that new cyborg body, you just spend a year running marathons, doing all those things that you just knew you couldn't do, you physically could not achieve in your previous body. I mean, weightlifting. Robot body, go ahead and lift 1,000 pounds. What's the matter? Maybe you break an arm, you just go get it repaired.
I let the dogs out.
Nuts. Haven't played any really big strategies at the moment today. It's all just been, you know, regular strategies, slowly getting the health down, slowly winning, and I have been winning. So I guess that's the right way to play. Don't have 5-card combinations that's gonna do 30 damage. Just have the regular strategy. Have good cards. Have a deck of really good cards that work together really well. Don't have 5 cards that work together perfectly and always win, and then 25 cards that don't do anything. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and freeze these guys. I want to play this card pretty early. I'm hoping he'll summon a couple more guys, and then I'll play the deal 4 damage to everybody.
Handle it!
Here we go. So I need to do 4 more damage to the face, and then I've won this game. This will do 6, so I just need to find 4 more. This will do 1.
Handle it! Job's done.
So if he kills my guy, he's gonna kill himself. He's playing pretty good, I have to admit it. Here we go. Let's do this. Hopefully he will be just low on cards. He won't get the cards he needs for 4 more turns so I can do the damage I need to do.
Behold the might of Stormwind! Hit it very hard. Salam crush you.
So it'll take him 8 turns to kill me, it'll take me 4 turns to kill him. If he can't play anything here, he's lost. Yep, he's lost. Alright, so we bring this guy out,
Ready for this?
this guy out, play this, and then attack with this. Level 20. Level 60. And level 60 unlocks a golden Dowland Mage. So, look here, it says level 60, and that's the max level. Notice here, this says next reward at level, there's no next reward level. So, we've got the mage at level 60, and to no fanfare at all. Didn't do diddly for us. Which is what I figured. But let us celebrate, since the game doesn't want to celebrate that. Let us celebrate that by buying another original pack. I am down to 150 now, so I will need to get another 150 in 3 days. Little hover, that's a good card, that's a good card, that's no good, that's no good, that's no good. Solve the Forest, Deadly Shot, Scavenger Hyena, Angry Chicken, and Demolisher. Right. So let's see. Scavenging Hyena now has 2, and then we have 3. Let's see. 2 more cards here. Darlin Mage and the Demolisher. Now with the Demolisher, now that I have 2 of them, I can go sell this gold version, and that is exactly what we're gonna do. Disenchant cards for an extra 10 gold. So let's go back to crafting mode now. So we have the demolisher here. It is totally worth it to disenchant for an extra 100. So let's see. What we want to do is like to get recycle would cost 100. To demolish this would give us 100. So to really sit around and go back and forth like that, it's not a good idea. Unleash the Hounds is a good card. Want to look for this classic when we're creating cards. Alright, so 2 new cards. And I'm feeling, it's just my feeling, that when we create these cards, then the possibility of getting them again goes up. So we need to make like 1, and then when we start opening more packs, we'll get those cards again to get 2 of them. If I get another Blade Fury, I will sell this. This will give me 100. It costs 100 to create. So it's not a very good system. When I get another Crackle, it costs 40 to make. When I get, it's not a great system, but it is a system that's going to get us more cards faster. We're really playing on the margins here of just, yeah. Yeah, we know that. Just want to unlock everything. This costs 100. I would like to get more gold versions of cards in the packs. That would be nice. And then we could get more of these cards faster. So we're looking for gold versions next to regular versions like this, except for it needs to be 2. And we probably don't have any more. And slowly we're gonna work our way. I mean, look at that. We have an entire page there of just 5s that we haven't unlocked. And I want to unlock them. A lot of these are the like legendary 5s too. Leroy Jenkins, Harrison Jones. Let's see, 16, 400, 400, 40, 16, 400, 16. 16. So lots of gold dust would be required to get those cards, and I really don't want to spend dust on those big ticket items. Where's that demon card? Well, I don't see him. He might be a warlock card. Let's see. Let's go over the warlock, shaman, warlock. There's like that warlock card. Here it is. Lord Jaraxxus. 1600. Definitely want to get that at some point. But can't create anything at the moment with 30 dust. But we are gonna fix. We're working our way. We're working our way. It would be great if I got donations of gold if somebody was rolling in gold. I don't think there's a way to do that. You would have to donate money, and if you were going to donate money, you'd have to earmark it, and I'd have to be willing to accept it as earmarked for this. And I don't know if I'd be willing to do that. I'd take 50-50. If you, we'd have to communicate in private messages, and I'd be like, I actually need some of this in my pocket, not just in the game. But I'll spend 50% of it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm tired of griping over money woes, but yeah, the economy sucks. So we're gonna redo our custom warrior. Custom warrior deck. Let's look here. Execute whirlwind. We were playing as the hunter before. Bye bye to our warrior deck. And say hello to a new warrior deck. Alright, so deal 1 damage to a minion, give it +2 attack. Deal 1 damage to all minions. Enrage +1 attack. Weapons. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna keep Brawl in there. Maybe. Crush. Destroy a minion you have if you have a damaged minion, it costs 4 less. So what are we trying to do? That's 21 potential cards that we're gonna stick in there. Let's see. What kind of deck do we want? Just like pirates? I don't think pirates would work. Might, but I don't think it would work that well. So I'm gonna skip some cards. Murlocs. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying that for a second. That the Murlocs should be the deck. I mean, here's a pirate card. Charge when you have a weapon attached, maybe. Charge. A lot of enraged creatures. Gain the attack equal to the weapon of your... Alright. Alright, so... Just trying to figure out what kind of warrior deck are we trying to do. Should I do just like a mech deck? When your opponent cast a spell, gain +1 attack. I couldn't ever have that in my deck. Stone Splitter. No. I'm really at a loss here. Just at a loss as to what kind of deck we're trying to do. Now I've seen, let's see. I've seen cards that I just don't have that work with the number of armor. And I think that's probably where part of the problem is here. I've seen Shield Slam. I've seen Slam. I've seen these cards that take the number of armor you have and apply that directly to the face of the enemy. But I just don't have any of those cards. Whenever you play a card game, +1/+1. It's kind of mediocre, but maybe. Let's see. Nixramis? I don't think so. Yeah, let's get rid of Crush. I'm just really confused here. In fact, I'm so confused, I'm just gonna take out everything in a second and think about it again. Just looking at these cards, let's just figure out what can we do. Maybe I need this guy, the Berserker, in there. Your weapon has +2 attack on their Mage. Yeah, that would make sense. At the end of your turn, summon a 2/2 Null with Taunt. For 6, maybe. Kel'Thuzad. Maybe. So I'm just so lost here. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, you can sort? I didn't know you could sort. No, you can't sort. You can either drag or not. So we just looked through all the cards. Let's see what the computer tells us. Let's start by adding some class-specific cards. Charge, or Shield Maiden, or Slam. Destroy a damaged mech. When it breaks it down with just 3 options here, kind of helps. Hmm. So 3 for 2 or 4 for 2 with a 50% chance. Hmm. Let's make sure you have some cheap cards to play early on. So I'm going to follow this and then I'm going to go back and tweak it. So this is going to be a pretty long. You'll want some cards that cost 5 mana. You'll want some cards that cost 6 mana. So it's looking at the histogram, I suppose. You'll want some high cost cards to finish off your opponent. You might want to add some more spells. Might want to add a few more minions. For a few more minions. Yeah, I don't think we're going to keep echoing ooze. Knife juggler. Add a few more minions. Add a few more minions. And some more minions. Your deck is looking good. Maybe some of these cards would help finish it off. So it's trying to encourage me here. How could you ever get Angry Chicken to work? You'd have to give it plus attack and then take away some. Explosive Sheep. Alright. So, I think that helped. Look what that pointed us to as far as the histogram. Too. It's a pretty smooth thing. Now, let us think about this. Let's work our way backwards. Do I want Kel'Thuzad? Kel'Thuzad is all about creatures dying and then coming back. I don't think I do want him. I think I'd rather have one of these. So let's start by... We had some big ticket things like this guy. No, we don't want this guy. We'll take this guy. Alright. Now we have Reckless Rocketeer charge. No, we won't be using Reckless Rocketeer. We will be using, let's see, 6/5/5 with taunt. And let's see. Spectral Knight. See, now Spectral Knight was a different ability in Nixramas. I thought. Maybe not, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Let's see. I want to get the Berserker in here. So I'm Fugan and Stalag. Oh, we should put Bomb Lobber in here too. Yep. I want to get these guys back in here if I can. No, no. I'm gonna get rid of Stormwind Champions. Oh, this is taking forever, I must admit. There's no denying that. I think I missed Stalag too. There's Fugan. Here's Stalag. So let's go ahead and throw him back in there. Is this really worth it? No, I don't think it is. Almost all my cards that are neutral beat out most of these character specific ones for warrior. I don't know, maybe I'm not doing something right, but it certainly feels true. Okay, so Unstable Ghoul. Let's get Unstable Ghoul in here. Let's see. We'll toss the Knife Juggler, we'll take another Unstable Ghoul. Let's get Bomb Lobber in here. I mean Mad Bomber. Let's see, Inner Rage. That. Now we want the Mana Wraith always in our deck. So take the Slam him out, put in another mana wraith. Man, this is taking lots of thinking. Lots and lots of thinking. We want a owl in our deck. Owl beats a pirate. A Noyatron versus, let's see. Alright, so now let's just look at the warrior cards and see if we can figure out if we want to take any of these back. Let's see. A brawl, destroy all minions except one. No, that's not going to work on a strategy. That's not going to work, that's not going to work. No, no. 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 Let's take the whirlwind out, since we've got so many other things. And let's take this rampage and put it in. I think that's about it. What have we really accomplished? Not thinking a lot. I do want to go into crafting mode here, though. Let's just look at what the deal is. Why my deck has problems. Here's Shield Slam. Deal 1 damage to a minion for every armor you have. Here's Upgrade. If you have a weapon, give it +1/+1. Otherwise, equip a 1/3 weapon. Commanding Shout. Your minion can't be reduced below 1 health this turn. Draw a card. That's 2 mana for you guys to just go and not be able to die. Armor Smith. Totally need that in my deck. Need 2 of those in my deck. That would increase armor like crazy. Bouncing Blade. Deal 1 damage to a random minion. Repeat until a minion dies. So this just goes around doing 1 damage to all kinds of people until somebody dies. Whenever a minion takes damage, gain 1 attack. Yeah, that would really help. That would be a great card for this deck. Mortal Strike. Deal 4 damage if you have 12 or less health. Deal 6 instead. Whenever you gain armor, give this minion +1 attack. Shuffle a mine into your opponent's deck. It explodes for 10 damage. Wow! What a card to have. That's one of the new ones. A 7 one-use weapon. Attacking a minion costs 1 attack instead of durability here. So it's, you attack once at 7, you attack second time it does 6 damage, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then only 1600 dust to get this crafted. And then charge, enrage, +6 attack. So 1 damage to this guy. This whole deck has been about getting armor and getting enrage. And there are several cards, I'm sure, in the name, all these things, in the neutral cards, that would certainly help our deck a lot more. But there just isn't a lot I can do at the moment. Need more cards. Always need more cards. I mean, so many cards here that I've played them in arena too. It's like Abomination, deal 2 damage to all characters. Totally need that in my deck. That would help for this enraged deck we're building. That was let's see. Matter Bomber, deals 6 damage. Not in my deck. Don't have it. Let's see. Whenever you cast the 1 spell mana, give it mech. What's this one? Summon an awesome invention. How much does that cost? 1600. Who knows what an awesome invention is? Yeah, there's just tons of stuff. Still missing. I need to get all these. Need so much dust. But that's the best we can do for the custom warrior. So let's. I think that we'll count that as 2 games because it took a really long time. Let's go try the custom warrior deck now. It took us 2 games to get to level 60 with the Mage. So this could be the last game. Maybe if it goes really fast, we'll do another game. We'll do possibly 6 games this episode. In theory, really, why not? Because we took that big break to make
Let the hunt begin.
a new deck.
Victory or death!
Alright. So all about just enraging.
Back to work!
He's having trouble here. So
I don't have enough mana. Job done.
turn 5. Get a weapon. How am I supposed to get a good review of how this deck is working when I'm playing against all day it's been very easy, people. So I mean, this is coming off easy, and I'm glad for it. But unless I just got really good, unless I just became very good for some reason.
It's time for a little blood.
I mean, I just don't have any idea if this deck is doing well or if they're just playing badly. Clown Fury. So, attack the face, and then we do that, and then we do this, and then we do this, and
Who you want me killed?
do this. I mean, this is working, yes, but is it just because they're playing badly? I need a real challenge, or need a real challenger to appear and give me some struggle. Because all I can say at the moment is, yes, this deck seems to be working. The Owl's not working too well. Stalag hasn't gotten to the point where it'll be useful. He almost got me there. But it's just like, here, we'll put this here. Oh, that's just perfectly fine. Yeah, that worked. But what is that? Didn't really learn as much as I wanted. Let's do one more game. Let's just hope for a real challenge. Just a real challenge. I don't care if I win, I don't care if I lose. I just want somebody to put my deck through its paces so I have at least a clue as to if I'm somewhere in the right direction. I think I am. We don't have the right cards. If I had the right cards, I would go and redo this whole deck over again. But that's kind of the problem on this still very early game for me as far as the number of cards I have. So I just don't have enough. Now I would seriously hate to get behind the curve and just always they're releasing a new expansion like Goblins vs. Gnomes. And always, even at my best efforts, I can never get all the cards. Or anywhere close to most of the cards. Because that would be very frustrating for me. If I just was always like, man, I'm behind. I've got more and more cards each expansion I need to get, and I'm not getting them.
Ooh, you're in trouble now.
The power of being wrong half the time.
Well,
I must admit, that was quite funny. It's just like, nope, we're gonna just go hit the wrong people. Alright, so we put this here, we put this out. let's see. What's this guy out there? So he's got me down to 22. He's worn me down a little bit. Alright. If I do this.
You wanna blow something up?
Well, that didn't work.
Well played.
I think that was pretty well played myself. I'm behind. Definitely behind. Let's see. So, attack the face. Deal 1 damage to my guy. And we put this out. And this out. And then take him down. So now I'm ahead. Warlock deck would probably
The
have
gates are open.
some trouble taking these guys out anyways. Alright. Now if he can do 3 to me, he'll take out my 11. That'll be a little bit of trouble, but I have 5, 6, 7 here. Oh. There's 5, there's 3, this is game over. Unless he can play a taunt creature.
Your soul shall suffer.
I mean, look what I would have done next time. Well, I think that was a little bit more informative. I think that goes to prove it. And that also ends our recording for today. We will be back in 3 days my time. Probably no days in your time. Just next episode for you. But there will be 3 more quests to do, to work on. I will give some thought to the 444. I don't think it's right because we kind of, in the episode before this, went 6 games, and we kind of went 6 games on this episode too. So I think 555 is still the right number. 5 games or thereabout each recording, 3 recordings each day. It all seems to work out well. I don't know how the numbers add up and anything. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of the video. Have a good evening.